Harrington and TJ Houshmandzadeh are back. Let's move to Green Bay, where the Packers are regrouping after their NFC Championship game loss. Aaron Rodgers says the window is still open for the team to win, despite the fact he just turned 36. Meanwhile, the loser of the AFC Championship game, the Tennessee Titans, have some big decisions to make about their future, with both Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry scheduled to become a free agent in March. All right, here's the question here, and it's a hot one. Whose stock are you buying more next season, Packers or Titans?
Going with the Titans. Obviously, I'm saying open up the checkbook and make sure you keep Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry, but you got to do it. Got to do it.
Tannehill, I don't know.
You don't know? I know.
What price?
This team was dead in the water until Tannehill got hold of this team, so I'm going to pay for him. And he's going to have...
Brady?
No way.
Oh, wow.
Hell no. I ain't trying to sell just tickets. I'm trying to win, too. I'm looking at Tannehill with an offseason as the starter. Remember last offseason, he's behind Mariota, and that's a different experience. And then you can win this division. Like, Houston's still there, but I think I have more confidence in them winning the division over Green Bay beating Minnesota next year, because Minnesota could be right. So I'm going.
That doesn't sound as outrageous. Now, I just sat here and thought about Tom Brady. Like, I mean, that's your old teammate. You probably come in there sunning him like, hey, Mike, this is what we're going to do.
Right, right. A little bit.
I'm going with the Titans as well. And for Aaron Rodgers to come out and say, you know, this window isn't closing, he knows that window is closing. I mean, let's be clear. I think he's been good with what he's had, but I think there's also something to be said about him getting to the age that he's getting to and the way that they won. And they had a great record, but I just it was a struggle to see them get to that 13
bottom
game winning,
feed.
right?
Yeah.
If I look at the coaching resumes and the bodies of work, you got to go with Mike Vrabel right now. I think he's done an excellent job of revitalizing that team. And so I look at the pieces they had. They got some young pieces on, like Rashawn Evans and those guys, and Jaylen Brown. They have some really good players on that defensive side of the ball. They got a nice defensive front. I like what they're building in Tennessee.
I'm going with the Packers. And Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback of either guy we can talk about, whether it's Mariota or Tannehill. Derrick Henry and Tannehill are both free agents. Yeah, Mike Vrabel did a great job. Dude, LaFleur went 13-3. Say what you want about they went 13-3. So to me, I'd rather go 13-3 than fight for my lives in the playoffs and hope to make it. They found lightning in a bottle. We're talking to Tennessee Titans at the end of the season. They ran the ball great against New England. They ran the ball great against Baltimore. They couldn't run the ball against Kansas City. What happened? And so
they got behind really quick.
Yeah.
They got behind really quick.
They were up 17-7. You didn't get behind really quick.
That's
you actually took a lead really quick. And then gave it up. And so when I look at the team, I'm going with the Packers because of Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams. You give Aaron Rodgers another receiver, they can be really good next year.
I agree with TJ for this reason. The Titans have tougher decisions to make. The Packers need to acquire help. The Titans have to make very tough decisions at quarterback and running back and how much to pay, and they need to acquire help as well. Maybe not as much as Green Bay, but they have Ryan Tannehill. They may have to pay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a big decision that could blow up in your face. Derrick Henry, love him, and I would pay him. But he's a running back, and we've seen what's happened to running backs once they've gotten paid. They have critical, and so it's like when you talk about a stock, things that move the price of it is like, oh man, company has this huge decision that's going to be announced on such and such day, and then the stock price moves based on what decision they make. Again, with those two huge decisions, and to me, when I look at the Titans, they have to find a pass rusher in this league. It doesn't matter what you do on the back end if you can't get to the quarterback. They don't have a pass rusher. And so I look at Green Bay and what they did last year. They were aggressive in free agency. I think they'll be aggressive here. If they can acquire a wide receiver or a big play tight end.
Man, they get another receiver that's good. It's over.
Well, I don't know. Aaron Rodgers didn't have a great year. Let's just respect what
he only had one receiver to throw to.
Okay, that's great. But you know what? In the past, that wasn't the same system as this one. They won 10 games on against sub-500 teams. It was an empty-calorie team.
Hey, beat the teams you're supposed to beat.
I love that. But at the end of the game, at the end of the season, what do we see? They were dusted and disgusted. Like, Tennessee looked like a much better team than Green Bay did. You already
On
know.
Sunday? On Sunday?
Yeah.
I'm not so sure.
Oh, man, if Green Bay would have played Tennessee, it would have been no contest right there. Tennessee was a much better team by the end of the season, despite their record and scraping getting by. Yeah.
I didn't like Tennessee on Sunday. No pass.
Did you like Green Bay at
No,
all?
Green Bay was terrible, but they're playing one of the great defense. Both of them look bad, but I just didn't think Tennessee, to me, they need a pass rusher. They need something on the edge. When you don't have that, and, you know, the Packers got the Smith brothers. They need another element on the defensive side somewhere, corner, safety, something.
At least they had a
away.
But again, you can go out and acquire something. These boom or bust decisions they got to make at quarterback and running back could blow up in their face.
Tennessee is at least top 10 in some categories. Green Bay, nothing. Like, Green Bay just went out there. Whew. Aaron Rodgers has no confidence. He has experience in this system, but no confidence that things are going to be better unless he acquires.
Oh, he sounds like it.
He sounded like that all year. Yeah, I'm fine winning games and not playing well.
Window's still open, he said, huh?
Yeah, and old people don't like cold, do
That's
they?
why I said
That
it.
window, that drive gonna get to him, right? It's catching up to him, man.
All right, open it. Coming up, we'll have our latest approval ratings for LeBron James. And Uncle Jimmy would tell us if LeBron needs to apologize. Next. Uncle Jimmy's here to help us talk about our approval ratings for LeBron James.
Yeah.
Oh.
But first, who's your big dummy of the day?
Big dummy of the day, go to the person that said, Jeff George's biggest downfall was being drafted to the Indianapolis Colts. He's saying his upcoming book, his biggest downfall in his career was befriending you. What you think now?
Nothing. Let's talk LeBron James, who spoke out after a young kid threw an orange peel at his son, Bronny Jr., during a high school basketball game. LeBron called out the kid saying, hating has no age limit, and said that the James gang was handling it. Marcellus,
Yeah.
this kid apologized. Do you think LeBron should too?
No. Hate and hating is two different things in the lexicon today. So LeBron went after the little kid who should have been supervised, who should not have been instructed formally or informally to do such an act. So LeBron just move on. That's it.
He made a molehill into a mountain. I'm sure he won't apologize. He's a celebrity. Celebrities never do anything wrong.
Stop it.
So he won't. All right, Uncle Jimmy. Or who are you today, by the way?
Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, Sherlock Holmes. All right.
Uh-oh.
What's your thought
On the crime.
on the orange pill controversy?
First of all,
LeBron James.
Orange jacket.
I ain't buying none of it.
You ain't buying none.
This is the very reason I told y'all. Uncle Jimmy is too old of a cat to be clawed by a kitty.
I
See,
like that.
y'all can sit up here and let the world tinkle down your neck and make you think that it's raining if you want to. I don't want no parts of it. I need a full frontal investigation of this whole thing.
Well,
Look here, I need to call forensic files, cold cut files, the NCIC, and the HNIC.
First 48.
I'm calling everybody,
All of them.
because it ain't adding up. And I'm going to tell y'all why.
what's not adding up?
Look, the kid who threw that orange pill,
Yeah.
he look a hell of a lot like Juicy Smollett, if you ask me. Now, somebody tell me that this kid don't resemble my remarks.
My remarks.
Now, y'all know last week I told y'all about me in law enforcement.
Yeah.
So y'all know y'all don't look at things like I do.
Yeah, that's true.
See, y'all been saying all day long it's an orange pill.
Yeah.
See, I got it from a reliable source, a confidential informant, that it was actually a piece of cloth from a MAGA hat. And said that when the little kid was throwing, he kept saying, make great Kool-Aid great again. Now, that's what set LeBron off. Now, I know what y'all thinking. There go Uncle Jimmy with his conspiracy theory.
Yeah, you do sound like a conspiracy.
Look, man, let me tell y'all something. This reminds me of a conspiracy that I was part of back in '63.
Oh, boy.
Uncle Jimmy was doing a little undercover work back in Dallas.
I bet.
You know, I was one of the first people that reported that they saw smoke coming from the glassy knoll.
Grass
You know, and I reported this long before the Magruder film ever happened.
Zapruder.
Look here. Now look, and if you look back at this Bronny Jr. film, you're going to see the kid throw the cloth,
The cloth.
It hit Bronny in the back, bounces off. Okay? It hits Bronny in the back, and he looks to the left. Hits him in the back, he looks to the left. Now look here, if you look at the trajectory of the cloth,
What are you supposed to do?
if you look at the way it come flying across the room, it's physically and inadequately impossible for an 8-year-old to throw that pass with such a laser accuracy. Who the hell was this kid? Patrick Mahomes' little brother? It don't make no sense.
Oh, I get it.
I'm telling y'all, listen to me. It had to be a second thrower. Think about it.
Oh, man. I hope not.
Y'all laughing. Think about it. Hit him in the back. Turn to the left.
Where
To
else?
the back.
We gotta
To
go.
the left.
What other way
My
you turn?
approval rating for LeBron is a 64. It actually goes up. His job performance has gone up. So I
Going
gotta
up?
go to a role player, yeah.
LeBron carrying this team with AD's injury and everything. Nah, I got him at an all-star. Not the greatest thing in the world, but wow. GOAT status versus dumpster fire, huh?
Uncle Jimmy, I think, the internet is
Look at this
basically tied GOAT and dumpster fire. Uncle Jimmy, I think you think the little kid's a patsy.
Hey, man, show y'all,
All right,
man.
lock